Hello, we have a question here. A ball is dropped from rest. Calculate its
Velocity.
3 seconds. Take G equals to 10 meter per second square. So we have solution. We have solution. So let's bring out the what that task. Now a ball is dropped from rest. So U, that is initial velocity, is what? Zero. Now calculate its velocity. Final velocity unknown. Now after 10 seconds, T is equals to what? 3 seconds. Now take G equals to 10 meter per second square. G is equals to 10 meter per second square. Good. Now with this, what are we driving at? Now V is equals to U plus A T. But here we are not giving A, but we are giving what? G. So my formula will now be what? V is equals to U plus G T. So with this is what we call what? Motion under gravity. Are we following? Good. So putting this inside the formula, I will now have that V is equals to U 0. So 0 plus G 10 plus 10 times, this is times what? Time 3. So times 3. So I will now have 0 plus 10 times 3 is what? 30. So, so 0 plus 30 will give me what? 30. So V is equals to 30 meter per second. Thank you. Hi. Question 2. A stone is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Find the time to reach the highest point. G is 10 meters per second square. So solution. Now our initial velocity 20 meters per second. Time is what? Unknown. G is 10 meters per second squared. But V, they didn't mention the exact point that stone reach. So we call it was 0 meter per second. So we are going to use the formula. V is equals to U plus G T. Right. So now another thing, a stone is thrown vertically upwards. So a stone is thrown vertically upwards in the sense that we have opposite direction. Instead of what? Instead of being a stone now, no, when you throw a stone like this, the stone, the gravity will be pulling it what? Down, right? That means our G will be what? Positive. Our G will be positive. But when you are throwing it from down to up, now the force of gravity will pull that stone down. That will make it what? Negative. In the sense that I'm going to use the formula now. V is equals to U minus G T, because a stone is thrown vertically upwards. So gravity will pull it down, right? That means we are using what? Minus now. Good. Now with this, I will now have 0 will give me U 20 times 10 times T. Right? Good. Now I have 0 is equals to 20 times, sorry, here will be negative, here will be negative 10T. Good. Now because this is what t, I'm going to carry this one to this side. So I have 0 minus, but this is positive. If it crosses a positive sign, I will have what? Negative. So 20 minus 20, 0 minus 20 will give me minus 10t. So for me to find t, I will divide the coefficient of what? T. So I have minus 20 will give me minus 10t. So t will be what? Minus 20 divided by minus what? 10. So minus will cancel minus. So 10 cancel 20. So t will be what? 2. 2 what? Seconds. Thank you for watching. Hello. Another question on the board. A stone is thrown upwards. Sorry, a stone is thrown upwards with 50 meters per second. Find the maximum height reached. G 10 meters per second squared. So this will give us solution. U will give us 15 meters per second. V final velocity 0 meter per second. Y we didn't make mention of what the exact point that stone had was reached. Now height will give me 0. Looking for height. What again? Okay, G meter per second. Good. Response squared. Now having this, we will use the formula v squared plus v squared will give us u squared plus 2as. Now, you're not giving what? A. You're not giving S. But we're giving G and what? H. On Latin, a stone is thrown upwards. So there's gravity pulling it down. So this formula will now change to what? V squared will give us U squared minus 2GH. So I'm going to be dealing with this formula. Alright, good. Now, having this, now have 0 squared will give us u squared is what? 15 squared minus 2 times 10 times h. Good. Now 0 squared is 0 will give us 15 squared will give me what? 225 minus 2 times 10 give me 20 times h. I have 20h. Right. So we did this one will cancel, I have negative. So 0 minus 2 to 5 will give me minus 20h. So for me to have the coefficient of h, h will give me okay, I have minus 2 to 5 divided by minus 20. So, but minus sign will cancel minus, negative sign will cancel negative. So if you punch your calculator, 225 into 20, 20 divided 225, I have 11.25. Since we are looking for h, my answer will now be what? In meters. Thank you. Okay, another question. A body falls from a height. A body falls from a height. Calculate the distance covered in 4 seconds. Right. And we all know that G is a constant value to 10 meters per second squared. So I have solution. Or that as again. Okay. A body falls from rest. So fall from it, we didn't know. Okay, falls from a height, we didn't know the exact value. So I have 0. Okay. Now time is what? 4 seconds. Okay. G is what? 10 meters per second. So I'm say calculate the distance. S is the distance. Good. So S will give me 6 UT plus half AT squared. Now, when I give you what? A. We're given G. We now have that S is equals to UT plus half GT squared. Someone will ask me, why is it I'm using positive this time, not negative like others we have solved? Now they said a body falls from a height. No, from a height, the body is falling down, so there's no gravity here. No gravity to be pulling it down. So it's falling from a height. So that means it's what? Positive. But if it's falling from down to up, it will be what? Negative. Alright. So let's go. We now have that S will give us U 0. 0 times 4 plus half times 10 times 4 squared. Right. So this is what S will give me 0 times 4. 0 multiplied by 4 will give me 0 plus half. Am I communicating? Okay. Half multiplied by 10 multiplied by 4 squared is what? 16. So I will have S is equals to 0 plus half times 10 times 16. I will have 160 divided by 1 because it's a whole number. So 2 cancel here, 1, 2 cancel here, 80. So I'll have S will give me, this is 0, this is 1 times 80 will give me 8. So I'll have 80 because it's distance. 80 minutes. Good. Thank you all for watching.